60 seconds.
You know, why don't I just read what I've got, and it doesn't matter if something else is on the screen. It'll be funny.
Did you ever get your couch cleaned?
Hi, I'm Raul. How many people are playing? Flying solo. Great. Buckle up, Buttercup. Okay, so you want the 7-question tournament length game or the big 21-question kahuna? All right, it's in the mail. All right, listen up. Soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the button that corresponds to the answer you want. Got that? Take a gander at this. These are going to be your buzzers. Then you make your answer choice using one of these buttons here. Got it? Good.
10 seconds.
And
9,
go to black.
8.
All right, have a good
7.
one, everybody.
Graphics ready
6,
to roll. Bring up the
5,
logo.
4,
Sure they do.
3.
Heavenly Critters Pet Cemetery. For those times when your love doesn't fit in a shoebox.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya. Yada, yada, yada. Well, all right, that's out of the way. Hey, all by yourself today? Okay, let's see if you can fill up that seat next to you with some cash. Let's rock. I need a category. Well, looks like this category is, I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. You know, to get from Swaziland to Switzerland in a dictionary, you pretty much just have to turn the page. But if you take the most direct land route from Swaziland to Switzerland, which of these countries will you not pass through? Syria, Italy, South Africa, or Guyana? South Africa? You mean the country that Swaziland is basically surrounded by? I think it's time to divest some money from your score. Should have picked this. The most direct land route from Swaziland in southern Africa to Switzerland definitely doesn't pass through South America's Guyana. But if you're heading to Swaziland, then you pass through the land of dirty dancing and the country where ghosts like to do pottery. All right, hit me. This one's called, I write better when I'm drunk. $1,000 if you get it. You know, Shakespeare was a great writer and everything, but with him it was all me, me, me. If William Shakespeare were alive today, which drama award ceremony would he crash, thinking it was named after his famous theater? The Tonys, the Oscars, the Golden Globes, or the Emmys? No, although he does have that slinky red sequiny thing he can wear. Here's what you should have picked. Shakespeare hung out in the Globe Theater, so he might be interested in the Golden Globe Awards. Although he'd be the only one, it's the Oscars that really count. Okay, pick a category. For your enjoyment, I'll reincarnate for you. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hey, remember Culture Club's music video for Karma Chameleon? It's set in the 1800s on the Mississippi where the boys are causing trouble on a steamboat. If Culture Club had shot its video for Karma Chameleon on a sacred Hindu river, which image might you now see? Michael Craig plucking a koto on the Yangtze? Boy George doing the hora on the Jordan? John Moss banging a bongo on the Congo? Or Roy Hayes strumming a sitar on the Ganges? Karma is a central concept of Hinduism, and the Ganges is a sacred Hindu river. As far as karma goes, do you think Culture Club will be considered a good act or a bad act in determining Boy George's station in his next life? Category, please.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta head for, yeah!
And I believe this one's called, It's Not Over Till the Fat Lady Wears Floppy Shoes. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Put your tray in the upright position, it's time for takeoff. Suppose Bozo got tired of the circus and decided to take up opera. Considering the lead tenor is a clown, for which of these operas is Bozo already dressed? La Traviata, La Boheme, I Pagliacci, or Die Zauberflöte? I Pagliacci is the story of a clown tormented by his unfaithful wife.
Yeah, that's right, Bozo. I found a man whose nose doesn't squeak when he ravishes me.
Okay, I need a category.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
This category is known as Minor Characters in the Major Leagues. This one can net you $1,000. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If the Los Angeles Dodgers baseball team signed literary character the Artful Dodger, at which aspect of the game would he excel? Brushing off home plate, batting cleanup, stealing bases, or throwing strikes? The Artful Dodger is one of Fagin's crew of young thieves in Oliver Twist. He'd probably also be good at the pickoff and pinch hitting. I need a category. May I introduce, I'd buy that for $1. How does $2,000 sound? Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Who wasn't a hooker? Xaviera Hollander, Belle Starr, Heidi Fleiss, or Mary Magdalene? Heidi Fleiss? Hey, ever read a paper? For the curious, here's the right answer. Belle Starr may have been an outlaw, but she was never a prostitute. Yeah, Belle was a wanted woman, but no one paid for it. All right, hit me.
Hey, look over there. It's question time.
Say hello to The Rise and Fall of Small Ugly Creatures. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Hey, remember David Bowie's alter ego Ziggy Stardust and his backup band The Spiders from Mars? Well, imagine Ziggy is planning a comeback but can't get the Spiders from Mars back together. If he wants another spidery band, which of these should he not choose? Tarantulas from Beyond Space, the Velvet Daddy Longlegs, the Brown Recluses, or Black Frosted Widows? Daddy Longlegs are not actually spiders, although they're closely related. It's just as well. The dim lighting on stage is just a recipe for disaster.
Guitar solo, Stig! Oops, I've stepped on Stig.
Okay, pick a category. Well, mercy me. It looks like a dis or dat question. This dis or dat's category name is John Wilkes Booth Shot J.R. I'm gonna read off 7 different names, and for each one you see, I want you to tell me if it's a character from the show Dallas or a U.S. president. As you see each one, if he's a character from Dallas, give the square button a push. If he's a president of the United States, use the circle button. And to skip, hit the triangle button. I'll add 500 to your score for a right answer, and you lose 500 for a wrong answer or one you don't get to. Okay, can I have 30 seconds on the clock, please? Let's dance. James Buchanan, Dallas character or president? Nicholas Pierce. James Richard Beaumont. Franklin Pierce. Benjamin Harrison. Zachary Taylor. One more. Edgar Randolph. Well, you got 5 right, which is sort of like, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's throw that cash into your total. Just trying to put some food on the table. Let's keep going. Category, please.
Rainovi is number 9.
Open wide and get ready for When Pet Lovers Go Too Far. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. In an effort to be fair to your pets, you're considering vacation spots suggested by your cat. If you want to go to an English-speaking country, which of his choices should you pick? Mali, Malawi, Oman, or Myanmar? No, they speak French in Mali. Maybe your romantic pet skunk would like it. Let's take a look at the right answer. They speak English in Malawi, and they have great accommodations there, too. A little bowl of milk at night, and they scratch you under the chin. Quite nice. Okay, I need a category. Okay, make yourself presentable, 'cause you're about to join a 3-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. If you buzz in when the correct member of the 3-way is lit up, it's $1,000 in the bank. But watch out, if you're wrong, you'll lose $1,000 every time you're wrong. And here we go. The category for this little number is a nun in a blender. You've heard the old joke, right? 'Cause this 3-way is black and white and red all over. All right, good luck. Woohoo! That's all we got. Now, let's see how you did. Nicely done. A perfect score. Must be all that practicing alone, huh? Let's check out your overall score. Okay, either you finished round 1 or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. I need a category. Pucker up for outer space kids are sissies. How does $4,000 grab you? Hey, remember that TV program, The Big Blue Marble? Suppose the Earth really were a big blue marble and the universe were a big circle. If an extraterrestrial played marbles with the planets, how would it win our big blue marble? Shoot through the universe and not hit Earth? Knock Earth out of the universe with a shooter? Shoot out all the planets except Earth? Or knock Earth into the sun? No, but knocking the Earth into the sun would probably make a really cool explosion.
Cool, do it again!
Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. To win Earth, an alien would have to knock Earth out of the circle without the shooter leaving the circle. And you know how kids are with toys. Sooner or later, the extraterrestrial mom will be complaining about all the planets under the couch. All right, hit me.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Okay, give it up for learning to walk erect. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Heads up, here it comes. If Lucy, the fossil often considered the link between modern humans and the first bipeds, resembled the famous Lucy she's named after, what might she look like? Guitar-shaped body with hunched shoulders, kaleidoscope eyes under a sloping forehead, peanut-sized girl with really long forearms, or madcap redhead with an extended jaw? Lucy the Australopithecus was named after a song playing on the radio at the time of the fossil's discovery, the song being Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Which totally explains why the Australopithecus was originally called the rocking horse person eating marshmallow pies. Okay, pick a category.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do for the big 13.
Now serving. Hey, babe, nice mantle. Set up straight. This one's worth $6,000. Okay, let's see if you can figure out the name of the geographical figure that placed this personals ad. Former landmass seeking single continent to share love of geography and travel have been separated from North America, Europe, and Asia for over 300 million years. Can you shift my plates? Who placed this ad? Geoprism, Gondwanaland, Laurasia, or Oceania? If you were to date Oceania, you'd be going out with the islands of the Central Pacific Ocean. Maybe if you're nice, you'll wear your Pacific ring. Here's what you should have picked. The giant landmass that made up the Northern Hemisphere millions of years ago was called Laurasia. She dated some guy named Pangea back then. It was a real nasty breakup. Category, please.
Ain't no love like number 14.
The selection is 1-900 Dangerous Liaisons. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? So I pick up the paper this morning and I find this personals ad in there. You're gonna love this. Married British aristocrat in search of down-to-earth man to tame my wild game. I push my husband around and he pushes me around. Leave a message and talk dirty to me. Who placed this ad? Lady Chatterley, Anna Karenina, the French lieutenant's woman, or Madame Bovary? Well, Anna Karenina did have an affair, but then she threw herself under a train. Some date. Read any good books lately? A fictional British female aristocrat who cheated on her crippled husband with the gamekeeper was Lady Chatterley. I love stories like Lady Chatterley's Lover. I read one recently written by name and address withheld by request. Okay, I need a category.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Shake hands with Brave New World O'Toons. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Let's see how you handle this one. If a modern-day utopian society wanted a national anthem that translates the Greek word utopia into English, which of these songs might they pick? Nowhere Man, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, It's a Small World After All, or What a Wonderful World? The correct answer is, in Greek, utopia means nowhere or no place. So basically, they be making all their nowhere plans for nobody. I need a category. This one likes to go by little children and carnivorous animals. Better wake up, there's $6,000 at stake. Okay, how sick is this? Imagine that the big bad wolf had attacked Little Red Riding Hood when she was just a baby. Considering that this part of a baby's body remains the same size into adulthood, which statement could the wolf have made about the infant Red Riding Hood? My, what a big nose you have. My, what big ears you have. My, what big eyes you have. Or, my, what big teeth you have. Well, you're toast. My, what a big loser you are. Our eyes don't get any larger than the size they are at birth.
Why, I hardly recognized you, Big Bad Wolf. You've got my grandmother's eyes. Now give them back.
All right, hit me.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, quest on 17.
This little number's known as the running of the has-beens. This one can net you $6,000. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. If you were racing in the original 1981 Cannonball Run, which of these could you not do? Run over Mickey Rooney, flip off Jamie Farr, cut off Bert Convy, or blindside Terry Bradshaw? No, Jamie Farr was in the movie. He played the Sheik. Don't ask. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you picked this. Mickey Rooney was not in Cannonball Run. Mr. Rooney doesn't go for those lowbrow flicks. He prefers more cerebral films, like How to Stuff a Wild Bikini. Okay, pick a category. The category is letter 24 plus question mark equals X plus Y. Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Hey, remember the movie Stand and Deliver about the math teacher who inspired his unmotivated students? Well, look at what one of the kids carved into their desktop.
Mr. Escalante has a fuzzy set.
What is this student mocking his math teacher for? His group of letters that represent numerals, his formula that proves 1 does not equal 1, his two groups of numbers sharing members, or not knowing the value of X. Gosh darn it, I was really rooting for you. Bet you wish you'd pick this. In math, a fuzzy set is a set whose members overlap with other sets. And let me tell you, as a guy who's been there, that can really hurt. Category, please. Step right up for question 19. Here we have, nothing comes between me and my Calvinism. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Imagine the Levi Strauss Company wanted to go a little highbrow with a new ad campaign. Given his area of expertise, what could you see in a Levi Strauss commercial for Claude Levi-Strauss jeans? Economists in corduroys, anthropologists in button flies, biologists in bell-bottoms, or chemists in acid-wash jeans? Anthropologists and button flies. Claude Levi-Strauss was the anthropologist who wrote Elementary Structures of Kinship. And his ass looked great in Levi's. Okay, I need a category. The category? Or gunfire might work. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Given the meaning of Welk, which of the following would have been the best way to end the Lawrence Welk show? With an explosion, with a long fade out, with a cattle stampede, or underwater?
And a 1 and a 2.
In case you're wondering, to whelk means to wither, wane, or otherwise fade away. And I guess Mr. Welk's show did fade away, especially when he died. I need a category. Looks like you've jacked before. Commit this clue to memory. It'll save your life someday. The name behind the band. Let's see what's behind this jack attack. Here we go. Nicely played. Let's see how you affected your final score. That's the game. You know, in its own way, that score is impressive. Most people need industrial wind tunnels to suck that hard. While you're basking in your own special glory, let me remind you of this.
You don't know Jack!
Beautiful people, I have not seen a show this good since 1950. Never mind, roll the credits. Hey, Raul, are we playing again?
Hey, I don't do this for everyone, just people who have just played the game. If you want to play again, let me know.
The days ahead will be filled with events and situations.
What does it mean?
That's $20.
Then it's time to visit the Silver Lining Tarot Center, where every reading is one you can feel good about.
Hey, the butterscotch pudding card. That means 2 helpings of dessert tonight.
Really?
Here at Silver Lining, you'll never see an unsettling tarot card because we've removed them all. Cups, wands, dead people on horses, all gone. Replaced with sunny, uplifting images the whole family can enjoy.
The card of smiling puppies. Wow!
Our readers provide you with accurate, ready-to-use information or your money back.
You won't notice any seats on the bus going home today, but there's one behind the lady in the blue parka.
Silver Lining Tarot Center, making the great beyond just a little bit greater.
Coming up, I couldn't string together 2 sentences to save my life. Tonight.
Von den Deutsche Feldenkommt.
Uber Nostrum.
It's delicious.
Uber Nostrum tastes just like candy.
I mean, it's tasty.
I enjoy the freedom of Uber Nostrum.
It takes the pain away.
Uber Nostrum.
Uber Nostrum makes me feel fresh.
Ubernostrum improved my golf game.
I made $20,000.
I never knew love, and then I tried Ubernostrum.
Ubernostrum!
I haven't cried in weeks, I think.
You should take Ubernostrum, just in case.
There's no downside.
It looks great. I look great.
I feel great now.
I feel good.
Good.
Goodness.
Savory goodness.
Ubernostrum!
This is gonna sound strange, but I feel like more like a woman.
I feel more like a woman.
Ubernostrum changes lives.
Thank you, Ubernostrum.
Thank God for
Ubernostrum!
Du müssen mehr gut gefühlen mit
Ubernostrum!
Boys, you haven't seen realistic battle action until you've seen medieval tech action figures. More weapons, more scenarios.
And these dolls are made out of the toughest plastic.
They're not dolls, they're action figures.
Are they small representations of the human form?
Yes.
Then they're dolls. And they come with mix and match fashion accessories.
That's removable battle armor, and they have action grip hands.
Perfect for tea parties.
Medieval tech action figures. They're not dolls!
Okay, got it. Hey, Davis, we got new players coming into the next game. Everybody, take it from the top.